Yeah, this patch of Mortal Kombat 1 is kinda scuffed, but at least it's really fun. Here's a bunch of glitches that are currently in Mortal Kombat 1, where each one gets more and more game-breaking. This patch still has me bricked up though. Madame Bo's up first, and this is actually the reason you don't see me grinding this character. When you bring Madame Bo out on screen, it should cost 0 bars of cameo gauge. And it works for the most part. If I continue to reset over and over and over again, Madame Bo will do it correctly. And when she works correctly, that's absolutely amazing, because you can do cool combos just like this. I think Madame Bo is really good with Scorpion. Like, that is 53% 1 bar. It would be so sick if she wasn't glitched. Because I just did the exact same thing, and I have no more Madame Bo resource. Why did she cost my whole cameo gauge there? It also really depends on what you're doing. Back 3 into back forward 4 with Scorpion, the glitch happens way more often than other moves, but not every time. Look at that, back to back, I had the glitch happen the first time, and it worked properly the second time. Yeah, it's not really viable when about half the time you are completely blowing through your resource. But Madame Bo's is the least concerning, because you can choose a different cameo for most characters. Serena over here somehow has the ability to play offense and defense at the same time when against Noob Saibot. Pay attention to Noob Saibot's clone when I do this move right here, you'll see. What is he running at? And it's pretty easy to make happen. Again, you could do it pretty much every time. Depending on the timing, it gets more and more egregious. And right there, it didn't land, but you can also have it land sometimes if you're lucky. I'm just not getting lucky right now. It's absurd. Why is this a glitch right there? It finally landed. Our boy Noob Saibot's shadow is getting outplayed by a demon, but it is the second lowest on the list because Serena isn't really a meta cameo at high level. And what if I told you glitch number 3 on this list actually buffs Noob Saibot's moves? Our poor big King Conan is the victim of a glitch. Now this glitch is worse because it has happened in high-level matches and it happens against multiple main characters on the roster. These 2 clips from pro player El Kukui really show you what's going on. Any main characters that have a puppet or a shadow-like figure that's a part of their kit can just make Conan's armor straight up whiff. The blade all of a sudden becomes a Nerf sword. It can't do anything. It phases right through the opponent, and you can get full combo punished for that. And it seems to be fairly uncommon, but like any glitch in this video, I want to test it for myself to see if it's still in the game, because NetherRealm recently has a habit of hot fixing and not putting the hot fixes in the patch notes. Tanya mains know all too well. Right there. Did I just voice crack that badly? What the? But as you can see right there, the glitch is still in the game. The armor whiffs for absolutely no reason, and it doesn't matter if you're using the up-close armor like we just did, or the sprint-down version of the armor. Right there. Nothing happened. Kenshi just straight up phased through Conan's armor. Now, I want to make it clear, I'm not sure if it has to be characters that have a clone, but at the moment, you're mostly seeing it against characters that have some sort of puppet or clone ability. Things aren't all bad for Conan, though. You know, he has this combo right here. Shout out for Ninja Killa for making this known to the entire world. It's absolutely insane, so at the very least, Conan can counterpick Takeda super hard. I don't even think this is a glitch that Takeda's shurikens do this much damage. It's just absurd that Conan can do 70%. By the way, that's a combo you can do online. You could see Ninja Killa do it against Hayate. You just don't see me recharging Shujinko due to the way practice mode works in MK1. Unlike any other cameo, if you set Shujinko to refill, he actually starts empty still, so you have to charge up before every combo you do, which makes it easier to practice Shujinko combos if you just set it on full, which is why you didn't see me charging him during the actual combo in training mode. Now for this next bug, Scorpion Jax might just be back, which you can leave the comments right now. I know, Javier Cheese. That's a different discussion, but it's actually Jax's gotcha grab right here that has an absolutely insane glitch. Now I first saw this glitch posted onto Aziz's Twitter, and at first it looks like Jax is breaking some sort of rule with an armor gap, but Player Sparks actually took me to the DMs and explained it more in depth. You don't need an armor gap. which is absolutely absurd. You can call out Jax against any moves you want to, and if the opponent hits Jax trying to do the gotcha grab, it adds 4 more frames of recovery to their normal attacks. So say take Scorpion's 214 right here, or just his 2-1. The 2-1 is -6, and the 214 is -6. Both of these moves would now be -10 on block, making them fully punishable if you do the glitch. Now, Sparks actually let me know that there is a downside to the glitch. If you mess up the Jax gotcha grab timing, the opponent actually has reduced recovery frames, meaning it's high risk, high reward. Now you're probably wondering, if it's difficult, why is it so high up the list? The reason is players are only getting more and more consistent with it. You see new clips on Twitter every single day of people cheesing. Here, I'll try it right now. See, I'm too slow on that one, so that Sub-Zero actually has to armor through it, just like that, and then hitting your button afterwards isn't easy. Right there. I just punished Sub-Zero for doing a safe on-block move versus Scorpion. Normal attacks on block come out 1 frame delayed in Mortal Kombat games. The only thing that'll come out the very first frame is special move reversals. So with Scorpion, there is nothing I can do to punish Sub-Zero unless I use the Jax glitch. But you can see, I'm already getting way more consistent. I just did it twice in a row. Wait, let me see something. Can I counter all of you fools that will come into stream and play me with Scorpion? Because I might have to use this against you guys. Oh, you guys are in for a bad day. Except I'm gonna get so mad when somebody does this to me in ranked, dude. Holy. Now for our biggest glitch, and this one's easy to do, man. Why this milk drinking adult just can't stop ruining the game? Yes, it's a Homelander glitch. He gets an unblockable reset that hits you for like 70% when optimized. Maybe it's lore accurate because he's a villain. There's a part of me that doesn't want to show more and more people, but I want it to get patched, bro. I'm scared to play ranked. I'm scared because it's not that hard to do compared to the Jax one, and it's insane. Here, I'll show you. The saving grace is that the opponent needs to have Madame Bo, so Homelander must choose Madame Bo for this glitch, but that's the only silver lining we have. The Madame Bo move that breaks it is the low slide right here, but not the regular version. You need to spend the entire cameo gauge just like this while doing the unblockable reset. Now, as you're gonna see right here, I'm putting the opponent to auto block. That means after being hit, the opponent will always attempt to block. That way you know when a combo actually ends when in training mode. So I go punch Scorpion like this. If I punch him again, he will block that because it didn't combo. Well, get Madame Bo down on the ground. Do you notice something up at the top left? I'll play it in slow motion for you really quickly. Yeah. That damage counter is resetting when it shouldn't because it's an unblockable glitched reset. And it gets even worse because the glitch can kind of be done in different ways. If I just go up and do 1, then lower, I just reset that combo even though I didn't do all the punches, so it only did about 45% damage. And that highlights a big issue, that the scaling is being reset multiple times. So if I go like this... Oh, I dropped because I'm not a Homelander main, but I did 55% without having any idea what the optimal combos are. Homelander needs to be removed from the game. How is he always one of the strongest? How does he always break the game in some way? I'm not going to get onto a Homelander rant today. I'm not mad. That wraps up the video.